Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Lance here from NerfThis.TV. Today we're having a look at this, the Azio Retro Classic Keyboard Gunmetal. As you might have seen on my previous review of the bigger brother, the Retro Classic, I don't even know what they call this thing compared to this one, because it's also a Retro Classic. Except this is the full-size one where it's got the numpad on it, and this is the new one, which is the mini. It doesn't have the numpad, so it's got, what's it, 89 keys or whatever it is. And it doesn't say. The Classic Reborn. A retro classic is a vintage-inspired mechanical keyboard that combines retro aesthetics with modern technology. I quite like these style of keyboards. Let me get rid of this box here. This particular keyboard I ordered the same time as I ordered the wrist rest for my bigger keyboard, and it only just came through fairly recently. They are not known for very quick delivery of their items. But I will say that their items are pretty good quality. Every key is nice and it has that clicky. You can see that it is a mechanical keyboard, and I've been using even the little one for a bit of gaming on the side, and it works pretty well. It takes a bit of getting used to the sort of keyboard, the design, if you're used to a normal gaming keyboard, a mechanical keyboard. But that's pretty cool. Apart from the obviously different size, you can actually get this keyboard in exactly the same design as the bigger brother here, which is the gold with the black leather and keycaps, which is more of sort of a traditional typewriter, sort of stylish. I think more sort of steampunky, but this I actually prefer. It's more industrial, I suppose, is the look. It's exactly the same keyboard, except obviously with the black aesthetic. In fact, let me switch it on here so that you can see that the keys themselves are actually backlit as well. While I'm thinking about it, these keys in the back are the same as the bigger brother, so you can either have it with Mac or PC, or you can have it Bluetooth or USB or off. It's quite a nice backlit, and of course you can set it brighter and dimmer. I think it's got about 3 levels. I'm not too sure on that. Is this actually controlling my Mac, or is this... No, let's see. You get an extra set of keys, so if you prefer the Mac keys for obviously working on a Mac, or if you prefer the PC keys, if you're going to be using it on a PC mainly, you actually get a full set of the different keys. There aren't that many, so you've got your command, which is now your alt, and your Windows key, which is command, and all that type of thing. But it's nice to have that they include that type of thing as an option, so that you can basically set it up to your preference. This particular little one, the bigger one, let me see if you can see here, actually has, of course now that I want to do it, it's going to give me the big middle finger. There we go. It actually has a stand that can adjust on the back, so that you can actually screw the part out on both of the back stands, so that you can raise the level on that if you want to. And then obviously you have a leather covered... Is that leather? Yeah, it is leather. They have a leather covered wrist rest. This one, however, doesn't. It doesn't have the same twisty keys. It's got instead a back thing that actually pops out completely, and then you have an extra set. One is flat, so it's exactly the same as this. I'm not going to dig it out right now, but it's exactly the same flat height as that, so that you can fit it more flat. And then these ones which raise it up a little, and they simply click in and away you go. Again, quite nice, a different take on it I suppose, but it's pretty good. Overall clickiness, I mean, it's, it's clicky. I don't know, I mean, it's obviously exactly the same key that's being used in the bigger brother. Okay, so that brings us on to another point. This has actually got both USB connection and a Bluetooth connection, and it's able to switch between Mac keys and PC keys. So there's only a few keys that are different. Normally your multimedia keys and then a couple of keys at the bottom of the keyboard, but at least you can switch and those keys will automatically be what you're used to, so control on the end and all that type of thing. And you can do it simply here at the back, switch between whatever and between USB and that. So it's quite nice. What I've been doing is plugging in the USB into my PC and then connecting to the Mac via the Bluetooth, and then just switching between the two whenever I need to. That way I only need one keyboard on my desktop. As long as you are happy with using this type of keyboard for your gaming, then it's pretty cool. It takes a bit of getting used to, but I think it's really just the circular button versus the square button of the normal gaming keyboards. But it's pretty cool, and they're also very close to each other. As far as quality goes, I mean, this is metal from what I can tell, with real leather on it, and each key is individually backlit. What's also nice is the actual extras on each of the function keys, and that is all backlit as well. So I have a problem with keyboards that don't show me those as well. They just give you the letter or the number, and they don't give you the hash and the @ sign and all that type of thing. So this does have that, which is quite nice. In fact, I think on the previous one it does as well. Yes, all of the keys are nicely backlit. So here we come to the crunch. These are not cheap. If you're willing to spend the type of money for this, it is a niche product, definitely. But if this is the type of thing that you like, it is definitely worth the money. It seems to last. I've had this one for quite some time now, and I've just recently, as I said, got this one, and it seems to be 100% same sort of quality. Nice metal screws. The keycaps and that are plastic, but so are all other keyboards basically. If you didn't support these guys on the Kickstarter, this keyboard without the rest on their site is $219.99. So let's call it what it is, $220 for that. And this one with the rest is also $220 on their site. So these are by no means cheap. If you're willing to pay the premium for the different styling, I like it, but it's not for everybody. So if you like this type of style, the steampunk, old school sort of retro look, but still want all your bells and whistles, your backlit keyboard, your Bluetooth, etc., then this is definitely one of the few ways to go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, subscribe, all those lovely things, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye bye.